Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's very rare to have a reincarnation otherworld anime, and this one is what that is. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I say it's very rare, but in the season itself, we have another anime that is just like that, and that one is I don't want to mess up the name. I'm looking up the name right now. That one is the Misfit of Demon King Academy in season two, where a demon reincarnates himself in his own world 2,000 years later. Well, very similar premises, but not really. The name of this anime is called Reborn to Master the Blade, from Hero King to Extraordinary Squire. Essentially, it's a king who had a good life, and he basically um, create a kingdom and peace and all that, and people are crying and he's dying, and his in his bed wish to what seems to be like a god being, he wishes to reincarnate later to see how his ruling impacted the world years later. So he's given the opportunity to reincarnate, and he does, and he reborns as a little girl. Well, we get basically two main scenes in the entire episode. The first one is him as a baby. The mom visits a sister-in-law or sister, and she meets her little cousin, who are around they're the same age, and her bigger cousin, who I think Raphael is like he looks at the time to be like 6 or 7, but essentially there's a beast attacking the kingdom, and it decides to attack them specifically in their building. Yeah, well, what a coincidence! And Raphael is trying his best to defend the family with the king's now a baby mom, and they fail, obviously, but very heroically failed. And before they are eaten by this beast, he stands up as a baby and defeats the creature with just pure magic. Now he knocks out because again he's a baby, so he can't really his he can use the power that he had prior to resurrecting, but he not resurrecting, reincarnating, but he doesn't have the stamina because he's a baby, so he knocks out. No one really remembers it, and essentially years pass, and it looks like at the time they're like 13, 12 now, and obviously Raphael is now 16, 17 years old. He's a little bit older. And the second scene, essentially, him as a girl, again, with his cousin, who's also a girl, watching her brother or her cousin um, train with the knights. And essentially, this younger guy shows up, and he basically wants to practice with them as well. And he starts defeating knights left and right, and everyone's shocked about it, but also just don't understand what's going on. And our master, our king, he realizes from the beginning is that what he's using is a little bit of magic to basically slow their movements so that he can basically just knock them out pretty easily. So he tells Raphael, don't look at him in the eyes, because that's how he's controlling people, and or that's how he gets you. He doesn't really explain the whole magic aspect, because at this point the king realizes that most people don't understand what magic is. So Raphael is winning in most of his fight, but at the end he still ends up losing because he's not really looking at the guy. He's just kind of looking at the floor and swinging around. So he ends up losing at the end of the day. Um, and then we see the king again. He's a little girl. He stands up and he's like, "I want to fight you." And he's like, "I'm not gonna fight a little girl." And he's like, "Really? Well, maybe I should tell everyone what you're really doing." And he's like, "Okay, well, whatever. Let's fight." So they fight, and he beats him, obviously. And everyone's in awe and shocked that the little girl beat this guy who beat a bunch of knights that were training there. So, yeah, that in a nutshell was the first episode. I actually do like this one, to be honest. Um, Depending on how it fits the schedule, I might actually react to this one, or at the very least, just review it. But it was a cute first episode. I it can go different directions. I hope it goes on the action base direction and not basically him living a luxurious leisure life where there's no worries and stuff like that. So I don't think it's going that direction, but we'll see. It, I just read a comment here on Crunchyroll. It says Easy Kais this season are stacked. Yeah, there's a lot of Easy Kais releasing, and a lot of them are not that bad to be honest. They're decent and they're unique in their own way. So I really do appreciate that we have a little bit more effort to the genre. It's just I think a lot of people, especially people like me who watch quite a bit of anime, get overwhelmed when one season is stacked with so much isekai. Because I think there's like two more that I haven't even reviewed that are also isekai. Um, so I don't know. I don't know what will happen with all these, but for now, go check out the anime in Crunchyroll. The one episode is out, so you guys can check that one out. Check out my other first impression videos. I have quite a bit of them releasing and are released already, like 18 of them. So go watch those as well. And if you're watching up to this point, might as well subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.